Previously on Danganronpa, Survivor's Guilt.
You're delusional. There must be something that doesn't fit. There must be. Someone must be trying to frame Alicia. Well, that's what I want to believe. I mean, I want to believe it too, man. Man, I'm with you on this roller coaster. Let's take this ride together, Rui. I'm with you. I don't want it to be Alicia either. No, I just want to solve all the mysteries. That's all. There's still so much more to discuss, right? I won't let Gumi in this trial yet. Alicia barely survived the explosion. Now they want to execute her? I know that killing games are cruel, but this is just... No, I must remain calm. If I analyze everything, I must be able to find something. I will not fail. I'm with Rui on this one. Let's find that evidence. It has to be somewhere.
Let's go free an innocent woman.
Nice! My dreams are coming true. You and me get my lady off together.
I mean, you know how that sounds, right?
Welcome, my friends, to the final episode, hopefully, of Chapter 3. We are doing the second half of the trial. It is time to really find out whether Alicia was capable of committing this crime or not. I'm really hoping she isn't. And I guess the question is, if she isn't, who else is it? Because oh man, I really have no fucking idea. Let us commence. My HP has been restored. I do wish to save. Thank you, game. Very generous. Alright, Rui's up to the bat. He's gonna defend the honor of his girl. What's all this supposed to mean? See, our little Rui here is a hopeless romantic. How stupid. So he wants all of us to die for his love. Alright, don't act like you won't fucking pitting me against a wall like 7 episodes ago, man. I'm the hopeless romantic. You're over here telling me how much you fucking want to suck my dick and shit. He didn't say anything like that, but... Isn't this the exact same thing that Mako was trying to do? Yeah, we almost died because of that. See, Rui, if only you chose me instead of Alicia, you wouldn't have this problem. Ugh. I told you, Rui. I said that you're too emotional for this case. I'm not. Rui, please think it over. Yeah, man. I mean, I trust you, okay? And Alicia is a good friend, but I don't want to die. The killing games are a terrible thing. They only lead people to pain and tragedies. And if someone really forced Alicia to kill Sumire, this is yet another such tragedy. Yeah. So I totally understand what you feel, Rui. But still, we have to vote for someone as the culprit. I know. Oops. Yeah, that's another thing, too. If Alicia was forced to, So I guess we have 2 questions we need to answer here. Because, A, obviously someone set this trap up. And and B, someone else killed Sumire. But that doesn't necessarily mean the person who set the trap up and who fell for who possibly fell for the trap and killed Sumire instead are the same people, you know? So, like... Am I making sense? I think I'm making sense, but... so, like, if we assume Alicia is not the one who killed Sumire, someone else set up the trap, and then what I'm thinking is someone else fell for the trap and killed Sumire instead, and then that second person framed Alicia somehow. This is very confusing, and it doesn't make sense, I know, but, like... I'm with Rui on this one. I already pled my allegiance. I don't want it to be Alicia. Let's get this shit figured out. We'll just take it one step at a time, man. It could also be that the person who set the trap and killed Sumire are the same person. We'll see. Okay, where was I? I skipped some dialogue by accident. Rui, are you sure? You're certain that you want to continue? It might end up bringing you even more pain. I'm sure. Listen, everyone, I'm not saying that you should vote for someone else yet. I just want to discuss all the elements of this case that haven't been discussed before. And what will that achieve? It can't hurt, right? I mean, yeah, might as well be thorough. Our lives are on the line. Like, why slack off when it comes to your life, man? As we said in the last trial, there is no time limit. I mean, if you take a whole day for this shit, I may end up getting a bit impatient. A whole day, though. I mean, that... I feel like that's more patience than Monokuma ever had. I want to analyze every clue. Maybe there is some hidden truth, something that would change our conclusion. I hope there is. I'm not sure about that, Rui. But I will follow your lead. So far, I'm very good at reading. So far, you've never let us down. There's a first time for everything. We can discuss it more, sure, but we have to base those discussions on cold logic. Can you do that, Rui? I'll do my best, I promise. This is getting ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Let's just let him cook. Let's go, that's my bro. If you can't convince us, we'll vote. Okay, Rui, but tell us. Do you actually have something, or are you just grasping at straws? Do I have something? Something. Think, Rui, think! Grasp a straw! I gotta visualize the crime scene. There must be something there. If there's anything even slightly suspicious, I'll start from there, then see what I can do. Okay. I mean, the first thing that seems suspicious is the glass under Sumire. Did we agreed that was the light bulb though, right? So that's what makes me think like... That's what made me think like she was knocked out down here. Someone broke the light bulb, then knocked her out, and she fell on top of the shards. And they knock out the light bulb to, like, I don't know, scare her or something. I don't know. Who knows? Or maybe it was to make whoever came down here use a lighter and... Yeah, so I'm guessing it's the glass, though. I'm guessing there's something more to it.
I got it.
There we go. But now we know that she had to be dragged down here, because the boiler is upstairs. So yeah, why would they drag her in the dark? That's seems a little counterproductive on the killer's part. I got this. It's something. Glass shards? Yeah, we found some under Sumire's body. Okay, and Rui, how does this change anything? Wow, Rui, you're so desperate. It's hilarious. Are they remains of some mysterious item that was used to kill her? What? She wasn't stabbed with glass. How would that even work? There's nothing like that in the Monokuma file. Rui, we already discussed those shards during the investigation. And what did you discover? They are the remains of the light bulb that was in the basement. Exactly. So it's perfectly normal for them to be here. Are you trying to say that it's suspicious that an explosion broke a light bulb? No, that's not what I'm suggesting. In that case, you better make yourself clear. What's wrong with the shards? Well, they seem off, but what exactly? They're under her. Their vibes? You know what? They are not passing the vibe check. I gotta be real there. But to be more specific, they don't pass the vibe check because they're under Sumire. What? It's not that they are there, but where exactly they are. I don't think I follow. Boriswa, where did you find the shards? Under Sumire's body. So which one got there first? What? I'll ask again. What got there first, the shards or the body? Let me tell you. The shards. Not quite a chicken and egg situation here. The shards were there first. The body was laid on top of them. Now that sounds crazy. Yeah, I mean, didn't you all just say that the explosion broke the bulb? That's what we thought, yes. But in that case, where would the shards land? On top of the body. Right. That would be the logical conclusion. Yeah, so why isn't it that way? I'm sure you'll tell us. It's because those shards were lying there before Sumire was moved to the basement. What? But then the order of events doesn't add up. Rui, once again, you're grasping at straws. The explosion must have moved the body and landed on top of the shards. I mean, I guess. I don't know if the explosion was that powerful. I mean, the walls and stairs weren't damaged. Yeah, and TBH, the bodies weren't like. I mean, if it was that strong, I feel like the bodies would just be like disintegrated, you know, just. They would not be as intact as they are. And the marks on the floor suggested that the body didn't move a lot. Gas explosions could be quite strong. Okay, but then the blast should also move the shards. So Rui has a point, I think. Wait, but what if What if Sumire wasn't laying there before the explosion? What if she was standing up? Standing up? What the hell? No, Takeshi, that can't be right. We already proved that she was hit in the head, which made her lose consciousness. Alright, never mind then. Okay, Ruby, but what information does all this give us? Simple. The light bulb is broken before the murder. That doesn't sound like much. Yeah, it still doesn't fully free Alicia, but I'm sure it's gonna lead to, you know how Danganronpa works, it's gonna lead to some weird rabbit hole. Exactly, how does this affect the case? Well then, let's discuss this. We can't be sure that the bulb was broken earlier. What if the shards came from somewhere else? Alicia might have broken it when she was walking in the dark. No, they'd still be on top of her. What a clumsy girl! Maybe your analysis was wrong, and the body was moved after all. Even if someone broke the bulb, it didn't have to be the killer. And even if it was them, only the lighter could have caused the explosion. Seems like our little chess queen is cooked! Okay, What? Because I feel like in a way, all of these could be... I could see them all as something I need to contradict. Okay, we can ignore Hayato, I think. I mean, he's just found bullshit as usual. The body was moved after all. You know, I don't think we gotta think about what we have evidence to disprove, though. Even if someone broke the bulb, it didn't have to be the killer. I mean, I guess that's true. I can't think of if we have evidence to disprove that. You don't have evidence to disprove that either, now I'm thinking about it. Can't be sure that the bulb was broken earlier. What if the shards came from somewhere else? They definitely were from the light bulb. I mean, we'll try this. Yeah, I didn't think so. She might have broken it when she was walking in the dark. Nope. Okay, so we can remove at least 4 of the possible 8. The body was moved after all. Do we have something to prove that it wasn't moved? I'm forgetting a truth bullet. I know I am. There's a truth bullet I'm just not thinking about right now. Nope, not that. Okay, I've removed most of them. I'm losing lives. So it's not this one. Not this one. It's not this one. We can avoid all of Hayato shit. It's not this one. It's not this one. So it must be this one. Okay, cool. Missing explosives, ventilation shaft, weird smell in the basement. I mean, that... What? Saying the light bulb caused the explosion? Like she flipped on... Maybe? Like she flipped on the switch and then the ball broke and then Alicia and Sumire's body moved. And then she landed on the shards. I guess that could be it. So I guess would that mean Alicia's liars is irrelevant then? I think that's what they want me to click on. I think they're trying to imply the explosion was caused by the light bulb. But I thought Alicia was trying the lights and they weren't turning on. Am I misremembering the events? I think they want me to click on this though.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, I was correct. Let's go, me. I don't need to save again. I'm good. See, it's not that simple. What? Oh, you got something wrong again, dumbass! I don't know what yet, but Rui will certainly explain it. Shut up. What did you discover, Rui? You're saying that there was another possible cause for the explosion? Yes. Extremely doubtful. But you see, if the light bulb has been broken, that opens up a new possibility. Let's see it then. Kokoro, you said that gas can be ignited by a flame, but also a spark, right? Indeed, if the concentration of the gas is high enough, even a few small sparks will be enough to cause an explosion. Well, if that's the case, won't Alicia still be the blackened then because she flipped the fucking light switch? Unless you're saying... Oh, maybe that's the thing. Maybe the light switch in the basement wasn't connected to that specific light bulb for whatever reason. Am I overthinking this? I feel like I'm overthinking this or forgetting something. These games do a wonderful job of making me feel so dumb. I don't know, maybe there's another switch somewhere that when flipped, you know, turns on that light. I mean, you know, sometimes in those older houses, you have shit like that, you know? where it's like, okay, this light switch doesn't seem to be doing anything. What the fuck? And then to turn on the light switch in, like, the living room, it's in the fucking kitchen or whatever. I don't know, I've seen plenty of houses like that. I believe it, personally. Indeed, if the concentration of the gas is high enough, even a few small sparks would be enough to cause an explosion. I don't see how this is connected. Takeshi, do you realize how old wait, what? Do you realize how an old light bulb works? It turns electricity into light, right? That's a big oversimplification. But it's not wrong. Yes, in a light bulb, electricity flows through the metal elements inside, causing them to become hot and start to emit light. And only those elements are shielded from the outside by the glass. Oh, so if someone were to break that glass, then the elements would be exposed to the outside air. And the gas? Maybe we should vote for Thomas Edison as the culprit then. I mean, he was a con artist, so thank you for your opinion, Mr. Tesla. I was about to make this a very similar joke. Edison is not a participant in this game, fortunately. Let's not turn Danganronpa into fake Grand Order, okay? I don't get it. What the fuck's fake Grand Order? How would a bit of light make the gas explode? Not the light, the electricity. I see. If the electric current went through the bulb, there would certainly be some sparks, especially since old bulbs can act a bit erratic if you remove the glass cover. So if you activate that bulb without the glass on it, the sparks would ignite the gas. Exactly. Whoa! It's still just a theory. You have nothing that will confirm it. Okay, so someone broke the glass cover. Psh, you know, it shattered. I guess the question is who turned the light switch on then? Like, I'm very, very vividly remembering Alicia not being able to turn the lights on. That was like why it was dark. Or maybe she couldn't find it? Was that it? She just couldn't find it? I swear she found something though, and it just wasn't turning on. Well, Rui, time for evidence. I will find something. Something? That's not enough, Rui. You still haven't proven anything. Listen, Gumi, I haven't proven that the bulb caused the explosion. That must be true. But I have at least proven that it could have possibly happened. So the lighter is not the only explanation anymore, and that means we can't vote for Alicia yet. You still can't let her go, huh? Of course not. I'm the ultimate Alicia fan. I will not apologize for having human feelings. Even if they get us killed, I will reach my answer. We will not die. Rudy, but are you sure that the bulb is a valid possibility? What do you mean? Listen, what did Alicia say when she went down to the basement, huh? She said that she tried to turn the light on and it didn't work. Yeah, I'm not dumb. Let's fucking go! I remembered something! Woo! Wait, that's not Mamoru. Even if it did work, that would make Alicia the killer again. She was the one who flipped the switch. Which means Alicia would be the only possible culprit. Oh, Rui, seems like you're going to be single and available very soon. Does it say that in the log? I mean, it has the right name for a good chunk of the log. And then it just suddenly switches to Mamoru. Interesting. Maybe there was no electricity in the building. No, we had electricity. Upstairs the lights were turned on. Even Gumi will confirm it. That's true. But it still doesn't prove anything. The switch might have been busted, but it doesn't mean that this was the only way to activate the bulb. What do you mean? He means that there was another switch. That's not that uncommon. I guess in my apartment I have lights on my staircase that can be turned on both at the top and the bottom. But have we found another switch like that? Not yet, but it doesn't mean that there was none. Really, that's a big stretch. You can't even prove that the bulb was broken deliberately. Deliberate. I can't? No, that's not true. Really, do you have something? Yes. There was a piece of evidence that got me wondering. What do you mean? An item that we found. I wasn't sure if it was connected to the case. But now I get it. Explain. Sure. Maybe time to test my memory. Okay. Okay, C4 was here? Wait, how do I play this game again? I gotta find the other one, that's right. So, this one. Shit. Oh, it was a... Fuck. Okay, I got it this time, don't worry. This one. The light switch is exact opposite of that. The hair, it's one of these two. Shit. Down there's the hammer. Think this one? Yes, let's go. Memory Pro right here. And then this is the other light bulb. And the answer is... Ooh la la. I get it now. It's the hammer. We found it during the investigation. Stop! Hammer time! Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Can't touch this! You couldn't have found an old jerk if you tried. I enjoyed the moniker. If you don't let the buzz kill over there fucking get you down. Okay, but what's so significant about this hammer? It could have been used to break the light bulb, right? I mean, it's possible. But did it happen? Exactly, Rue. You cannot prove it. Maybe I can't prove it beyond any doubt, but I surely can show you that's extremely likely. How? Well, Hayato, you're asking me? Now that's something new. Maybe you'll ask me out. Not a chance. I just want you to tell the others where we saw that hammer 2 days ago. That's boring. But fine. In the boiler room next to the C4. Okay, that's all I needed. I can answer more of your questions, pretty boy. No. Next, I'm asking Bolaswa. Me? Yes, will you go out with me? Where was the hammer during the investigation? It was in the storage room, but that would mean that someone moved it. And what would that suggest? Well, someone took it, then it would mean they used it, right? They wouldn't move it just for the sake of moving it. And they did to smash the light bulb in the basement. Is that what your suggestion? Exactly. Once again, Rui, you can't prove it. And once again, even if I can't, I can show you that's extremely probable. Tell me, everyone, did any of you ever touch the hammer? Did you use it for anything other than smashing the bulb? You see, Gumi, maybe the person who used it doesn't want to admit it. But why wouldn't they want to do that? If it was anyone other than the killer, then they would want to help us find the truth. So they would have no reason to hide it. But what if Sumire took it? Or Alicia? They can't tell us if they did it. This is why I'm saying that I can't prove it beyond any reasonable doubt. I can just show you why it's the most likely option. Not every trial ends with every mystery getting completely solved. What matters is finding the culprit behind the murder. I mean, neither Sumire nor Alicia ever spoke about the hammer before. And I can't come up with any reason for them to use it. Oh man. Dude, my heart's racing. We're getting there, man. We're inching ever so closer to the reveal. I still have no idea who it could be. Like, genuinely, if it's not Alicia. And again, like, did that person intentionally set up this whole trap and then just end up killing, like, Sumire and almost Alicia themselves? Or did someone set up a trap for them and someone else accidentally activated it that wasn't Alicia? Oh man, okay. So I think that's very likely that the killer took the hammer. What if they used it for something else? Like, yeah, like knocking Sumire out. Like, it honestly could be almost anyone, I feel like. But that would not fit the wound on her head. Right, we discussed that. She was definitely not hit with a hammer. That leaves one option. They used it to break the light bulb. And they did that to use it in the explosion. What if they did it just so that Alicia would use the lighter? But why? For that, they could have just removed the bulb. Everything fits, Rui. You're right. That's true, yeah. Damn it! What's wrong, Bolaswa? Rui, I'm sorry. What for? The lighter, the broken bulb, the gas. This was all the killer's plan. All of that was set up for us to vote for Alicia. Seems so. And I fell for it. I got used. That was so stupid. I mean, all of us believed in that. Yes, but I was the one who brought that up. If it wasn't for Rui, I would have caused Alicia to get executed. Not just Alicia, all of us. You're right. Throughout this entire investigation, I was so that the culprit wanted to frame Atsuo. Well, they did. Yes, but I got so focused on this that I didn't see the whole truth. The real target was Alicia all along. It seems so. What a diabolical plan. See, Rui, that was exactly the reason why I trusted you so much, and why I wanted you to lead the investigation instead of me. You have the unique ability to see through the lies and deception set by the killer. Even if Gumi doubted you, I knew you could do it. So, thank you. You helped me too, Boleswa. I mean, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you for framing my girlfriend, but but this isn't over. We still need to identify the killer. Rui, your words might be enough to convince a naive idealist like Boleswa, but it's not enough for me. It's not? I mean, it seems like I convinced everyone else though, so. I mean, you haven't produced any definitive proof yet. Yeah, but what he's saying is highly likely. Or maybe he's just manipulating us to save his girlfriend. Ray wouldn't do that. Are you sure? I'm not saying he wants us to die, but you might be letting his emotions get the best of him. Someone is clearly framing Alicia. Maybe it's Hayato. Speaking of letting emotions get to you, and you only have one answer to everything. Dumb bitch. Oh, is this what I think it is? Ooh? Scrum debate? What? Is this perhaps a split opinion? For fuck's sake. That's right, it's time to activate the super special function of all trial grounds. It's Scrum debate. Alright, let's do this. It was Alicia, it was someone else. Let's go. Kokoro's on my squad, I can't lose, man. Moved hammer, another cause, new explanation. Shards on the body. The explosion must have been caused by Alicia's lighter. Double framing, no other use. So 2. The light bulb is just as likely as the cause of the explosion. The culprit was trying to frame Atsuo. 5. The culprit was framed both Atsuo and Alicia. They were both their targets. Hell yeah, like I was saying, there's layers of deceit here. The light bulb might have gone broken by the explosion. Light bulb, light bulb, light bulb. 1. The hammer was moved, so someone must have used it. Fuck! We don't know. Oh, well, I think I figured out what that one was. Someone might have used the hammer for something else. 6. No one else took the hammer, and we know that it wasn't the weapon used as the weapon either. The culprit's Alicia, you're just delusional. I guess 3. There's a lot of reason to think that it's more likely that someone else did it. Okay. Back from the top. Okay. Alicia's lighter. Another cause. The culprit was trying to frame Atsuo. Go Kokoro. The light bulb might have gotten broken by the explosion. 4. The glass shards on the Sumire body proved that it was broken earlier. Alright, sweet. We got them all then. Speed on the rest of this shit. Hell yeah. We did it. We saved our girlfriend. Oh shit. Go faster! I love making a ruckus with my keyboard. I'm probably gonna break it by doing that though. I should I probably shouldn't hit it so hard. I just want you to understand that the culprit is most likely not Alicia. I guess so. It surely won't hurt to think about this some more. Yeah, but what do we even know? We have to follow Rui's lead. He's the only one who can save us. Our Danganronpa savior strikes again. Very well, Rui, let's follow your logic. But better lead us to the truth. We don't have any other option to be honest. Rui. Yes? This is exactly what I was worried about. The exact reason why I wanted you out of this case. What do you mean? The trust others have in you. It's dangerous, and it may end up getting us all killed. He's helping us. How is that dangerous? I told you, Rui. Since Alicia became involved, your emotions have been out of control. You gave up on logic and focused only on your emotions. And because of the others trust you, they followed you on that path. We were close to unmasking the killer, but you derailed everything. No, I just showed you an alternative, and we have decided that it's the most likely option. Gumi, you're obsessed with your control over the group. You can't stand that. You can't stand that most of us rather listen to Rui. No, I'm just the only one here who tries to follow some fucking logic. You can't control us forever, Gumi. Give up. Ugh. You will all regret that. Oh shit. Yeah, she's becoming a very intimidating character. Megumi, I miss you. Come back and start yelling about pineapples on pizza or something, please. Or maybe you will regret it instead. Okay, so in short, someone wanted to frame both me and Alicia. Man, that's crazy. Only your smartass could have come up with something like that. Like Hayato. I mean, all of us were able to successfully deceive our opponents in the past. Alright, but who did it? Who came up with this plan? I don't know yet, but I'll find out. I don't know it either, although, yes? I think I can at least understand the reason behind this plan. Oh? Do you remember what we said when we briefly discussed the possibility of Sumire causing the explosion herself? Well, we decided that was a pretty dumb idea. It was simply impossible. Yes, but Rui said something else too. That it would be the best case scenario. Yeah, I did, because then no one would have to be executed. Oh? I'm beginning to understand. But we're not, Bolswa, keep talking. You see, in the culprit's plan, Alicia was most likely supposed to die. That makes sense, she was extremely lucky that she survived. Maybe it was divine intervention. So let's imagine what happened if she really died there. I don't really want to imagine that. We're just talking hypotheticals, calm down. If that happened and she really died, we would all be relieved to learn that she caused the explosion. Relieved? Yes, because none of us would have to be executed. Exactly. So the real killer wanted to give us that hope only to use it against us. I must admit, if Alicia really died there, I probably wouldn't be that determined to prove her innocence. You would have embraced that hope offered to you by the killer. Because you're just human like all of us. Rui, if you're really certain that Alicia's not the killer, then tell us, who is it, and how did they do it? I want to know that, Gumi, I really do. I just need to find the right evidence. But do we even have anything? Maybe we should ask the culprit how the culprit actually activated the lock. Ugh. The ball. I'm getting nervous. I'm sorry. My tongue is twisting. I don't think we induced this yet, but... Wait, there's something else. Rui, I just realized something. Yes? Did Alicia smoke? What? No, she didn't. Then why did she have that lighter? Why did she... Wait, that's right. What's right? Rui, do you know something? Alicia didn't have that lighter originally. Then that means... Someone gave it to her. Probably. From the internet. From the culprit.
I got it.
That's right. Why haven't I realized it before? Oh man. So it's one of our smokers then, definitely, right? And right now we know Aki and Takeshi both smoked. Why haven't I realized it before? Realized what? Alicia didn't have any reason to be holding a lighter. She didn't? No one that we... not that we know of. I suppose. So that means that she got from the culprit, the person who wanted to frame her. Interesting. I don't see you, Rui. Huh? You won't tell me that the killer just came up to Alicia and asked her to take the lighter. Yeah, that would make her feel very suspicious of that person. No, that's not what happened. I'm confused. The killer must have given Alicia the lighter without her realizing that. Isn't that right, Rui? Oh, like in a hug, perhaps? Is that where he's going with this? Because if that's the case, the only one I can think of would be Sumire. But does that add up? If it is Sumire, like, what would her goals be with that? Huh. Because that's where my mind went anyway. Exactly, they must have sneaked up on her and put it inside her pocket when she wasn't looking. Oh, that too, yeah. go all like fucking... like Oblivion with the pickpocketing. Except reverse. All that to make us think that she was the killer. Who would be sneaky enough to do that, though? I don't see either Aki or Takeshi being able to pull that off. Especially not Takeshi. If she died in that basement, we would probably believe that. I completely fell for it. Rui, once again, I'm sorry. Stop apologizing and start looking for the real killer. Gumi is right, we all fell for that lie, Boleslaw. All that we can do now is to uncover it to the end. Right. So what do you think, Rui? Well, it took me a while, but I finally realized. I saw that lighter before. You did? Yes. We did? And if that's the case, then I know who the real killer is. We do? The person who deceived us in this case. Huh? Well then, tell us, detective boy. I mean, I have one of two options. It's a 50-50 guess. I don't remember seeing that lighter ever, though. It's always there's always one fucking thing I forget in these chapters. That fucking ends up being the deciding fucking factor of everything. In the first case, it was Yumi knowing that Mamoru went in there to get his puck, and in this case, it's the fucking lighter. I mean, like I said, it's 50-50. Based on the design, I'm more leaning towards Aki. I guess. That's not it. Okay. So Takeshi?
It was you!
Oh, Takeshi, my dog. My dog. Looks like someone's about to get crushed by a giant play button again. The culprit is Takeshi. What? Rui, you can't be serious. But I am. Was that your conclusion too, Bolswa? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Even though I wasn't 100% sure. Hey, why are you ganging up on me? I haven't done anything. Oh, are you sure? The thing is, as I said, I recognize that lighter. I saw it before. That pattern is quite unique. It's so ugly, though. Right, Rui, I saw that lighter 2 days ago. Can you explain? I had nothing to do with this lighter. No, you did, and I can prove it. Smoking.
I got it!
Takeshi, you won't convince us with more lies. I know that you had that lighter. Aki can confirm it. I can? You told us that you borrowed a cigarette from Takeshi this morning, right? Yes. Maybe he had a different lighter. Aki, please tell us, how did Takeshi's lighter look? Was it perhaps red with orange dots? Nope. What? Now that you say it, I think it looked like that. But that's the same pattern that Alicia's lighter had. Exactly, because it came from Takeshi. No, it didn't. 2 days ago, Takeshi was smoking when he was talking to us, and he had the exact same lighter. I didn't connect it immediately because I haven't seen Alicia's lighter in person, but now that Rui has shown it to us, it all became clear. Yeah, it's Takeshi's lighter. Hey, stop it! It could be a different lighter, just with the same pattern. It wasn't that unique. But 2 days ago, you told us that there was only one lighter on the third island, and you took it. So what? Lighter's so small, someone else might have found a second one. I mean, that's not unreasonable. And of course, no one else will admit to having another lighter. Okay then, Takeshi, why don't we confirm it? Huh? Please show us your lighter right now. Ooh, got him. If you can do it, I'll admit that I was wrong. Well, what's the matter, old guy? Right, sure. Honestly, this feels too early, though. I'm not fully convinced. Also, knowing Takeshi, I could totally see him just fucking losing it or something. Or him being pickpocketed. There's a third layer of deceit going on here. A third person being framed. You know what? Honestly, the killer was small enough to frame 2 other people. Like, why not a third one on top of that? Like, just to be ultra safe. I'll show you my lighter, and you will all have to apologize. Of course. Well, we're waiting. He's getting snappy. Just a second. It has to be here, right? Takeshi, show it to them. I'm trying. What the hell? What's going on? It's not here. Yeah, and also that raises the question, like, how did he turn on the light switch if he wasn't in the building? Yeah, I don't think it's Takeshi, guys. I'm sorry. Sadly, I don't think we're gonna see someone else get crushed by a giant play button. What the fuck do you mean it's not here? I said what I said. I guess it would be interesting if it was Takeshi, though. He was talking about, it would lead to some interesting discussions about what he was talking about earlier with the, maybe we're programmed to just be killers, you know, something like that. We're destined to our fate by the Danganronpa writers. It was in my pocket, but now it's gone. I must have dropped it somewhere. Come on, Takeshi, do you take us for idiots? It's not my fault, I just lost it. Oh, come on. No, I know. I haven't lost it. The killer stole it. And then they gave it to Alicia. Is that your best excuse? I'm being framed. I will prove it. Again, I can see it, honestly. I haven't done it. The only time I went to the summer house was last night with Atsuo. I never left him for a moment. And I could have given the lyre to Alicia. Besides, I had no opportunity to cause the explosion. All this is based on your guesses, Rui. Okay. The only time I went to the summer house was last night with Atsuo. I never left him for a moment. I couldn't have given the lyre to Alicia. Besides, I had no opportunity to cause the explosion. I mean, he was outside of the room. Unless I'm forgetting something. I think it's either this one or this one. Maybe 5? We'll just try them all, I guess. Nope. Okay, so it wasn't 2. Oops, I did not mean to click that. Okay. My lives are falling like flies. Okay, not that one either. So, 5. Glittering incident, Sumore's disappearance, missing explosives, Takeshi looking for people. That was outside, though. Is there some way you could have done it from the outside? That's the thing. Unless I'm misremembering something. But that's obviously what they want me to click. No, Takeshi, that's wrong. What did he say, Rui? No, that's Rui, speak up. That's wrong. No, that's wrong. Rui, I can't hear you. That's not true, Takeshi. What? You had an opportunity. When was it? I didn't notice it immediately, but Takeshi's actions at the time of the explosion were very suspicious. Right, now that you say it. Yes, he joined us from the summer house right after Alicia went to the basement. But then he left right away. Because I wanted to get more people to help. That's what he said. I mean, Takeshi did come to find us, even though it was after the body announcement. That's true. Yes, but it took him an awful amount of time. We were wondering what was going on. That's because I couldn't find everyone at first. We weren't hiding anywhere. But the island is big. Rui, so what your suggestion is, when Takeshi left, he first went to activate the bulb from outside somehow? Yes, that's what I'm saying. It would fit the exact moment of the explosion. Yeah, but... Again, how? We need answers. Answers, man. Like, I want to believe it's not Alicia too, but... We need answers. Also, I can't help but worry a little bit that Rui is maybe getting a little bit too into this. Like he's getting a little too happy to find a new scapegoat. You know? I don't know, that's something I should be concerned about, but... We'll see. So Takeshi was the one who came up with this whole plan. Seems like Yumi's kids are not the only ones that will go on to become orphans after this game. Oh, come on, man. Fuck you. Hey, you piece of shit, leave my son out of this. Everyone, please listen. I've spoken with Takeshi many times since the game started. He's always been a very nice guy to me, but... Yes? But don't you think that he's, not smart enough for the crazy plan? What? Is this your best line of defense, that he's dumb? Thanks, Atsuo. See, this is the exact thing I was talking about. What do you mean? He can't be that stupid, it must be an act. There's no such thing as a dumb wolf, they wouldn't survive. I must agree with Kazuki here. An alliance between business and politics, that's how oligarchies are born. He was pretending to be an idiot so that we wouldn't suspect him. And when we started to believe it, he attacked. No, that's not true, He's gonna say it! I really am just dumb. What? It's true, I managed to try to whip people in Danganronpa somehow. But after the game, the stress, the trauma, everything. It kept screwing my brain and only got worse with age. I mean, it is something experienced by many people. My memory, my concentration, everything started failing me. It was so frustrating. I can imagine that. So yes, I'm not a smart guy, not anymore. But still, it's not proof that he didn't do it. So what do we do? I mean, if we can find a way that he did outside, like, that convinced me, but I personally am still not that convinced. We need some decisive evidence. Can you find that, Rui? I can try. I don't think Takeshi had any motive to target Sumire and Alicia. He must have believed that we were using a soft connection. So he just wanted to get them out of the simulation? Then he didn't want to kill anyone. That doesn't make him any less guilty. Or maybe he did have another reason that pushed him to murder. There is no evidence that would suggest that. So I guess that we need to find a reason. We need a motive. I guess that's a good start. So I guess we'd have to agree with Kokoro then, if that's where we're going with this. Let's go. Oh man, it could be Ultimate Fanganronpa. Yeah, I guess let's try that. Yeah, that's the only one that makes sense. It's not strong, but you know what? It's something. Yes, Kokoro, you're right. So there was a reason. Yes, a reason why Takeshi did, other than what we learned about the virtual reality. What? You're talking nonsense again. Well then, let's hear it. It was because of our conversation yesterday. Which one? The one we had with Gumi and Bolaswa. You mean about the survivors of last year's game? What does it have to do with anything? Gumi told us about how Takeshi's copy committed murder and got executed. He did what? Yes, his reaction to that news was pretty concerning. But I didn't think it would push him this far. What reaction? He freaked out, said that he was destined to become a killer every time. Yeah, that's how it works. Rico was fated to kill a girlfriend every time, so you're no different. Well, no. I did it last time, yes, but not here. I tried to convince him. I tried to tell him. Tell him that we have our own free will, that we don't have to repeat our past mistakes, but that information broke him. It caused him to lose all hope of getting out of here alive without killing anyone. Gumi, if you didn't say it to him, this wouldn't have happened. Fucking idiot. Oh, so now I'm the bad guy again. I mean, I don't know. You were using the exact same line of thinking to attack Bolaswa earlier, or to say that's why Sumire died. Why are you all acting like it's settled? Because it is. You think I'm actually super smart, huh? Well, I give you a smart response. Fuck you, Rui! Dude, oh my god, I didn't think of that. Oh my god, we're dealing with... Did he graduate Harvard? Oh no! How will we ever be him? Huh? I won't accept your stupid logic, it's wrong. You don't have to accept anything, just die. No, I don't agree to this. Rui, I'm innocent. I would never admit to anything. What now, Rui? The same thing as always. I have to break through his words. Good luck. I'm still not convinced. Hello?
No, that's wrong.
Oh? Alicia! Everyone stop! What are you doing here? You need to rest. Your wounds will reopen. Is this the healing power of the simulation? Alicia, why did you come here? I thought the game crashed for a moment. I'm gonna be real. I was like, what the fuck? Oh man, I almost had a heart attack. I woke up and saw the trial on Mark Murphy's TV. Isn't that just a fantastic invention? And so I saw your deduction, Rui, but you're all making a huge mistake. What? It's not him. It can't be him. See, I told you. Right to be distrustful. Alicia, calm down. Please speak clearly. Ugh. How you feeling, Alicia? Glad you removed all your bandages before you got to do the trial stand. My wounds have mostly healed, but I'm still very weak. No wonder after what happened. I feel like I'm about to collapse again at any moment. Then you shouldn't have come here. No, I had to. If I didn't, we would all get executed. And why is that? Because it wasn't Takeshi. Yeah, I kept telling you all that, but you wouldn't listen. Oh, and how do you know this girl? After waking up, I regained my memories from today. I remembered everything that happened since I got up in the morning. And? So first of all, I never used the lighter. Yeah, we know. I never realized that I had it until you mentioned it at the trial. Because the killer gave it to you when you weren't looking. Yes, but that person was not Takeshi, it was someone else. Again, how do you know this? Because he didn't have any opportunity to do it. Aki, you said he still had the lighter after breakfast, right? That's right. Well, I know I met with Takeshi after breakfast. We never even were in the same room together. Yeah, that's true. I never saw her. All right. Oh, someone tells me she's about to drop a bombshell, though, and that's going to make me very upset. Okay, let's see. I think, okay, at least we can confirm it's not Alicia, though. Because she did say she didn't use the lighter, so it's not like our logic was like completely wrong or something. You could have said that earlier, but you guys wouldn't believe anything I said. I suppose Alicia has a point. Takeshi wasn't in our group when we went to the summer house. He only joined us after Alicia was already downstairs. See? I really am just dumb. Then what about after the explosion? If Alicia wasn't meant to use the lighter, the killer could have given it to her when she was unconscious. That's true, it would have made it easier. Kazuki, but the two of us took Alicia to the infirmary before Takeshi arrived at the scene. Yeah, don't make me worry like that. I thought you were about to try and say Kokoro did it. Don't you fucking dare. Yeah, Kazuki, did the two of you see Takeshi on your way to the infirmary? Did he ever come close to you and Alicia? No, we didn't see him at all. Then what about after you reached the infirmary? Takeshi wasn't there either. He never went there. Apart from Kazuki and I, the only people who visited her were Rui and Bolaswa. Although out of those two, only Rui came close enough to Alicia that he could have given her anything. You see, Takeshi had no opportunity to ever give me the lighter. Yeah, exactly. Phew, that was close. Well, this seems true. How's this possible? We were so sure that we got the killer. Okay, but then who could have given Alicia the lighter? Many people. For stars, the five of us who were with Alicia in the summer house. And any people who interacted with Alicia before everything happened. Okay. Guys, we're getting there. I think the next one will be real. Oh man, it could still be anyone too. Okay, my heart ain't ready for this. Apart from you guys, I spoke with Atsu and Aki today. That's true. Yeah, we did speak. So this gives us 7 people out of 11 still alive. A lot. That doesn't sound good. So we still don't know anything. It's getting hot in here. If you suggest taking off your fucking clothes one more time. Alicia, do you know anything else? Anything that could help us identify the killer? No, sorry. I wish I could help more. You already saved us. But if we don't find the killer, it will all be for nothing. Is there anything else we can do? Come on, think, everyone. Easy for you to say. We still don't know who or how. Uh-oh. How? Huh? Give me a second. Wait. It's all coming together. I'm the protagonist. That's my line. Did you solve it? Oh, she's laughing herself. She's gone crazy. Gumi, what the fuck? I knew it. I fucking knew it. I should have known from the start. Known what? Rui! We've all been played. Played? We've been played like absolute fools. I can't believe we've been this naive. Is she blaming us? Can you explain instead of screaming? Every single thing in this trial has been planned out by the culprit, and we followed their plan like little brainless children. Gumi, I don't know what you're talking about. Just think! Okay, Omni Man, calm down. Think for a fucking second. About what? What triggered the explosion? What did the killer do? It's the only thing that matters. Everything else is a ruse designed to move us away from it. What triggered the explosion? I mean, it was the light bulb, right? Wait, give me a moment. I need to think this over. Okay, let's drive our car. What material exploded in the basement? It was gas. Okay. That we know. What caused the gas to explode? It was a spark from the light bulb, right? Or am I a stupid fucking idiot? No, I'm correct. Look at me, Smarty Pants McGee over here. What happened when Alicia flipped the light switch? Nothing. Which led us to the belief that the light switch must have been flipped somewhere else. Where are you going with this game? You're scaring me. The circuit breaker was turned off. Oh, shit. Oh, that's it. So what does that mean then? Someone turned on the... Alicia flipped the switch, kept it flipped on, and then someone turned on the circuit breaker. Which would make them the killer, I guess, right? Not Alicia, even though she would have flipped the switch. Who would have had a chance to do that, though? Oh, I'm trying to think. But I got everything right. Oh god, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's time for the reveal, I feel like. This is it! What, did you find out something? Yes, I know what caused the explosion. Oh, is little Rui about to save everyone again? Please, Rui, tell us. I'm so confused. The circuit breaker, this is the key to everything. Exactly, so you finally realized. You see, everyone, we know for sure that Alicia flipped the light switch more than once. Yeah, I did that, but nothing happened, right? Maybe the switch was broken from the start. No, the switch was fine. We used it before and it worked properly. Also, we already said that the rest of the building had the lights turned on when the explosion happened. So why did this one thing not work? There's only one possible explanation left. Because the circuit breaker was turned off. It was? Okay. Rui, but we checked the breakers during the investigation. They were all turned on. Yeah, that's true, we saw it. Exactly. They were turned on when we checked them, but one of them was turned off before. With the gas in place, the victims inside the basement and the light switch on. All the killer had to do was turn the breaker box on, and their deadly trap would be complete. That's what caused the explosion. So it had to be one of us in the building. Oh god, who is it though? Who is it? Holy shit. Okay, but tell us the most important thing. Who came up with that plan? Well, if we consider all the possibilities, there was only one person who could have done it. Yeah, I had a feeling you were gonna fucking make me do that. Only one person had the opportunity to flip both the circuit breaker and give Alicia the lighter. Just one? Just one. Rui, do you get it now? Yes, I do. But if that's the case, then just how many layers of deception did the killer use? This is scary as fuck. If this was Danganronpa and I was just watching it from TV on my couch, I would have been genuinely impressed, amazed even. But here, when I'm a participant in the game, I'm just terrified. Rui, I don't understand. Me neither. Yeah, I'm with them. I don't know who could have done it. Can you give me a hint before you make me make a wild guess? We're all in the same boat then. Say it, Rui, say it! Who was the one who played you from the start? Well, I was gonna say it, but now that you're telling me to say it, I don't really feel like it anymore. I don't know, who fucking played me from the start? From the... Oh, man, I don't know. Oh, I feel like I'm... Maybe I'm overthinking things. I might be overthinking things, but also my heart's racing really fast, so that's not helping. What did I miss out on? I must have missed something. Okay, just to clear some worry from my head. Okay, we're good. Who the fuck could have done it? Who was in the building with us? It was me, Gumi, Kokoro, Alicia, him, Bolswa. Who the fuck would have done it? Who had the chance to go to the fucking breaker? I must be overthinking this, right? Like, I must be overthinking this somehow. Or not thinking hard enough. Or just stupid. Is it time we play our favorite game? Just blindly guess and hope for the best? Yeah, let's just play process of elimination here. Rui and Gumi, obviously, because if it was Gumi, like, why would you be like, say their name! Say my name! Rika's dead. Mako's dead. Shoma's dead. We can eliminate all those fools. Alicia and Sumire were the victims. We already clicked Kokoro. And we know it's not Takeshi, so I think we can rule off the whole bottom row, right? Atsuo was not in the house with us. We can rule him off too. Neither was Aki? Where was Hayato? I don't remember where Hayato was. It wouldn't be Hayato though, would it? Like, no, that... Would it? Dude, I feel like I'm overthinking things. I'm being laughed at right now. I can just feel it. Aru and Raven, everyone who's played this game already, anyone with any amount of common sense is laughing at me. Fuck it, I'm just gonna pick blindly. Like, who the fuck?
It was you!
Oh my god. There's no way! But how the fuck did he get to the circuit breaker is what I want to know. That's why, like... I was overthinking it. I was overthinking it. Shit. I mean, it makes so much sense because he was the one taking charge of this trial, but like... Bourgeois, it was you. What? Rui, but that's impossible. I just got hung up on that one thing, I think. No, it's not. Rui, please don't tell me you allowed yourself to be manipulated by Gumi. You piece of shit. You dare speak about manipulation after all you did? You're more evil than Hayato. Now I feel offended. I mean, I've had bad vibes from him from the beginning. I'm just saying. But I was growing too. He was growing on me. Rui, can you explain? This makes no sense. Why are you naming Bourgeois as the killer? As I said, he was the only one who could trigger the explosion and give Alicia the lighter. Let's start with the lighter, shall we? I see what you mean. You think that I gave Alicia the lighter when I went to the infirmary with you. But that can't be true. Bourgeois didn't come close to Alicia to do it. Stop fucking manipulating, Bourgeois. Every word this snake says is meant to deceive us. No, Bourgeois, that's not what I was saying. I know when the killer gave the lighter to Alicia. When? It'd have to be after the explosion, right? Okay, never mind. It's obviously not during the trial. In the morning, then? Motherfucker. In the summer house? I'm gonna fucking off myself, dude. It was after we all went to the summer house. Also, I passed the lighter to Alicia before she went downstairs. Alicia, do you remember? Do I? Wait, I know. Oh, this corridor was not meant for so many people at once. Hey, don't push me. Sorry. Oh. Oh, no. Rui, move. You're stepping on my foot. I remember now. Bourgeois bumped into me when we were in that crowded corridor. I didn't think about it, but this must have been when he gave me the lighter. Exactly. We thought that he did just because there were so many of us in such a small space. But in reality, he did it on purpose. Rui, is that all you have that I bumped into Alicia? You're better than this. It was so squeezed in there, any of us could have done it. You're probably right. So you admit? Good. You're right that the others might have given Alicia the lighter, but none of them could have caused the explosion. It was just you. There's no way you can prove that. I can't. Didn't you spend this entire investigation and trial praising my skills at every turn? So let me show you what I can do. Oh man, he is enjoying this, isn't he? I never touched any circuit breaker. The murder was committed by someone else. I was with you and the others at the entire time. You're being manipulated by Gumi. I've been helping you solve this case throughout this whole trial. Rui, when did I ever lie to you? Yeah, that's what I'm hung up on. I don't remember a chance where he could have touched the circuit breaker. Was there a moment he left I just wasn't thinking about? It would have to be this then, right? Okay, never mind. I'm about to die. Oh no! I was with you and the others the entire time. Then this? Somebody's just being cold water, flashlights and torch, trying smoking Takeshi looking for people. When did he leave? He went to get the fucking flashlights! That's right. Oh my god. I totally fucking forgot about that. No, Bourgeois. Huh? See, this is the solution to the whole case. And the reason why only you could have done this. Alright, Rui, now show us the evidence. Do you remember what happened just before the explosion? Takeshi entered the summer house and then left soon after. Yes, but he wasn't the only one. Alicia was complaining that she couldn't see anything, right? Yeah, it was pitch black in there. So Bourgeois volunteered to help by bringing us the flashlights. Killed Sumire with a flashlight? Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. That would be the funniest murder ever. The flashlights themselves are irrelevant. What matters is where they were. Where they were? I saw them. They were in the storage room, the same place where we found the hammer. Right. So Bourgeois, you went to that room, correct? Yes. And can you remind me what it is that you passed on your way to that room? Okay, I'll tell you myself. The box with the circuit breakers. That's right, it was there on the wall. So all that Bourgeois had to do was flip on that one switch, and his murder plan would be complete. He was gone for only a short moment, but that was the exact moment the explosion happened. We should have realized that sooner, but instead we got tangled into his web of lies. Unfortunately, yes. Dude, I think he was the one who said the breaker, the circuit breaker was irrelevant to the case too when we examined it, now that I'm thinking of it. Oh my god. He fucking got me too. He got me so good, I almost didn't pick him. Even when being led in that direction. What a bitch. I knew you couldn't trust politicians. I fucking let my guard down and start accepting you into my heart, and this is how you repay me. You kill Sumire, you almost kill my girlfriend Alicia, and fucking then you try and frame Atsuo, and then Alicia, and then Takeshi, and then Jesus. Fucking politicians, man. Oh man. Boo, you can't be serious. Surely there must be a different explanation. And I bet you didn't stop there. I bet you were tried framing everyone else in that summer house too, including my girl Kokoro. You piece of shit. Sadly, no. You cannot seriously believe that was me. Why not? Because no one did as much to reach the truth of this case as me. I supported you every step of the way. I defended you from Gumi. I reviewed how the killer tried to frame Atsuo, and I even took your side when you wanted to defend Alicia. Yeah, but I think you did that so you could create the narrative. Oh man. Fuck, we got fucked with, man. You did all that, it's true, but that only makes this crime even more terrifying. And I bet you were banking on Marie's emotional, his poor emotional state as well. So he wouldn't catch on to this. You see, everyone, the culprit in this case came up with two plans, in fact. Two plans? The first one was the murder plan. We explained all of it, more or less. This is a regular thing that you see in every Danganronpa case, but the second one was much more insidious. It was a plan to manipulate all of us and create a labyrinth of lies. Aren't you being a bit overdramatic? Not at all. He lied and lied and lied some more. First, he tried to use the rift between Gumi and me. He supported me when Gumi tried to get me off this case, and then he helped me during the investigation. All that just to gain my trust. And then he continued that at the trial. He even lied that he wanted me to step down as the leader after the trial, just to pretend that he cared what would happen later. Damn. Okay, so he was using the people's trust in me as well for his own gain. Fuck. You know what? I don't necessarily agree with the way Gumi's handling herself during this case, but like, it's hard to deny that she was right. But he proved that I was being framed, right? Why would he do that if he was the killer? You were being framed by him. And since he uncovered that, we all believe that he was looking for the truth. I still don't get it. So who was really trying to frame? Who was he really trying to frame? Me or Takeshi? Or maybe Alicia? Well, that's quite clear. Pretty much anyone.
I got it.
What? That's the thing. Bolswell was flaming all three of you at the same time. It was a gambit like no other, a triple deception. You're making things up. No, I'm not. You're framing three people. And the crazy thing is, each one of them had a different purpose. What purpose? First, there was Atsuo. His role was to be a decoy. How's just a decoy? Yes. Bolswell was flaming you by tossing the C4 into the ocean so that we think it was used for the murder and suspect you. But that was easy to be disproven. You're speaking as if you didn't fall for this lie yourself. Hey, you know what? In another way too, Kazuki was right. There was some reverse psychology shit going on. It was not that hard to be debunked. That's true. We would have done so eventually either way. But who was the one that revealed the lies behind this? It was Bolswell? Exactly. He made sure that he would be the one who cleared Atsuo of suspicion. Also that we believe that he's the good guy in this case. This entire time he was revealing lies that he set up himself. I suppose that's expected from the ultimate politician. As if you're any better, Mr. Businessman. Anyway, that's it for Atsuo. Now I can move to Alicia's part in this. Her role was to be our salvation. Salvation? Yes, in fact, Bolswell actually explained it himself. You were supposed to die, and we would have voted for you thinking that no one would be executed. He would just use our hope against us. To frame her, Bolswell gave her the lighter when he bumped into her in the summer house. I believe that Alicia was the one chosen to be the designated culprit, If everything went according to the culprit's plan, we would have voted for her. And a normal killer would have probably stopped at that. But not Boleswa. We still have more to say. Yes, you knew that there was a chance for Alicia to survive, or that we would find the truth behind the lighter. Because there was one single thing which he said that was true. He really believed in Rui's investigative skills. So just in case this would happen, he introduced a third layer of deception, framing Takeshi, the failsafe of his plan. The failsafe? Exactly. In case I found out that Alicia was being framed, Boleswa's plan was to try and fight me. Oh wait, hold on. Boleswa's plan was not to try and fight me. Instead, he would once again side with me against Gumi. He was gonna fight me, fisticuff style, and then try and move the discussion on the topic of the lighter. We tried to discuss the method of triggering the explosion, but of course he had to carefully change the topic to the lighter. Right, because he deliberately took Takeshi's lighter that he stole today. All that so we think that was Takeshi who tried to frame Alicia. And once again he manipulated us at the trial, trying to steal my thoughts by giving me certain ideas. So that's all of his chosen targets. Atsu with the decoy, Alicia the salvation, Takeshi the failsafe. This is diabolical! And it almost worked. If Alicia didn't wake up and interrupt the trial, we would all be facing execution right now. Are you done? Yes, I think so. Well then let me tell you this. You're wrong! Completely wrong! You got manipulated by Gumi, who turned you against me in order to save her position. Boleswa, I'm not listening to you anymore. Your lies won't work on me now, sorry. I will not accept this. You're not acting logically, Rui. So that's how we're doing this. Time for the real duel. Fine. Duel!
You're totally wrong.
Hell yeah. Yo, being manipulated by Gumi. She's pinning you against me in order to get more power. Boleswa knocked out Sumire in the summer house. Boleswa used the gas from the boiler. The person who went into the basement was Alicia. The explosion was caused by the light bulb. The window in the basement was closed. Boleswa hit Sumire in the head. No, Gumi helped me, but I reached my own conclusions. I can prove that you were the mastermind behind this case.
This isn't reasonable.
Well, I was kind of right. He was a mastermind in some way. Oh man, that prediction post is looking more and more embarrassing by the chapter. You know who the killer is, Rui, but it most certainly was not me. The basement was connected to the storage room. When Atsu wait. I think I might have gotten that one wrong. When Atsu and Takeshi were bathing, the water was cold. Boleswa smashed the bulb with a hammer. The C4 was thrown into the ocean. The smell that Alicia knows was caused by the gas. She survived because she prayed. Went up the stairs. Yeah, I fucked up somewhere. Oh no! It was connected to the boiler room. That's why I meant to say cold. Hammer. Into the ocean. My favorite Blue October song. Gas. Went up the stairs. You were the only one who could flip the circuit breaker. And you also gave the lighter to Alicia in order to frame her.
I don't know anything.
I supported you in this case the whole time. How can you be so ungrateful for what I did? Boleswa manipulated Rui by pitting him against Gumi. Boleswa tried to frame 3 people. Boleswa stole the lighter from Takeshi. The lack of C4 was supposed to make us suspect Atsuo. The plan to frame Atsuo was revealed by Boleswa. When Rui tried to defend Alicia, Boleswa,
That's okay, take your time.
he sided with me. Yes. Sorry, my brain fried for a minute. You tried to manipulate me and everyone else. Everything you did was a ruse designed to gain our trust. Hell yeah. Got that 1 HP back, though I think it's over for Mr. Boleswa. This is it, Boleswa. You cannot deny the truth anymore. Your lies won't work on us now. Yeah, all of your plans have come to nothing, so you can just give up now. Hope this helps. So it came down to this, huh? Boleswa, please tell us, was it you who did all that? Did you kill Sumire? Do you even need my confession at this point? Huh? I mean, Rui convinced all of you that I did it, so there's nothing I can do anymore. I lost. We still want to hear from your own mouth. Why? To humiliate me further? No, to put a closure to this case. Boleswa, please be honest with us. Is he even capable of speaking the truth? Very well. I, Boleswa Shusui, am the culprit of this case. Satisfied? Thank you. You bastard! You killed Sumire! Yes, I tried my best to deceive you and I lost, so I can't do anything other than to accept this outcome. I suppose happiness was never meant for me after all. That sounds emo! That plan was evil, man. I never knew anyone was able to lie that much. Indeed. I don't agree with Gumi that you are more evil than Hayato. At least Ruby can appreciate me. But I think that you might just be as scary as him. You really think that I'm scary? Yes. Then tell me this. Who is scarier? The person who could come up with a devious murder plan? Or the person who is able to understand and solve every devious plan again and again? What? You're also just as scary as me, Rui. I stood no chance from the start. Well then, you know what you have to do, right? Indeed. I'll summarize the entire case and make sure there are no doubts left in anyone's mind. Oh man. Alright, I did not expect that fucking culprit reveal, man. I think we all just... I need to calm down for a minute. At least I don't think I'm gonna get super emotional this time. Hopefully. You know, like, I was growing on Bolaswab, but he wasn't, like, one of my favorites, you know? I think I'm good. Emotion-wise. This was definitely a very interesting case, though, like, 100%. Don't take my lack of crying like a little bitch baby as me saying I was less invested in this case. I think this actually might have been my favorite case in the game so far, just because, like, it was very interesting and so well set up. We'll talk after the thingy-McBob. The culprit behind this case began their plan by taking the C4. They took it from the storage room. Fuck, I got my rooms mixed up. The boiler room. Then they threw it into the ocean. This was a part of their plan to frame Atsuro. After that, they took the hammer from the same place. They used it to smash the light bulb. They smashed the bulb to bits with the glass shards falling on the floor. They also made sure to close the window in the basement so that air would not get outside. After that, they damaged the boiler by bending a pipe coming out of it. They put the pipe inside the ventilation shaft that connected the room to the basement. Thanks to that, the basement slowly filled with gas. The culprit then turned the circuit breaker responsible for the light in the basement off. The next morning, Sumire went alone to the summer house to check the boiler. But the culprit was already waiting for her. They hit her in the head from behind in order to knock her out. After that, they took her body downstairs to the basement and laid her down on the floor. Then they began their plan to lure Alicia and the rest of us into their trap. First, they cut a bit of Sumire's hair. Then they cut her finger. Do you think he planned enough to, like, purposely put her on the glass, too? Because, like, that is scary. If he had, like, every little intricate detail like that marked, like, planned out, and knew exactly how, like, Rui and the rest of us was going to react to different information. They used to blood to leave marks on the papers that they prepared. Somewhere around that time, they also met with Takeshi. I actually happened to witness that conversation, but I was completely unaware of the culprit's plan back then. The reason why they met with Takeshi was to steal his lighter, of course. The culprit then left the bloody papers in the summer house in the dining room, adding to some hair to the latter. The paper in the dining room was then found by Alicia. Alicia panicked when she saw it because her friend was in danger. She gathered a group of people, including me and Gumi. The culprit also joined us back then. Then all of us went to the summer house. The culprit used the opportunity when we were squeezed together in the corridor to accidentally bump into Alicia. They did it to slip the lighter into her pocket. After seeing the second paper, Alicia became even more worried and went downstairs by herself. She tried to turn on the light by using the switch several times, but nothing happened since the circuit breaker was turned off. The culprit then volunteered to bring us the flashlights. But they only did to have an excuse to go towards the storage room to the box with the circuit breakers. Alicia then began to walk back up the stairs, which probably saved her life. Same time, the culprit put the circuit breaker back on. This caused the broken light bulb to emit sparks, which immediately caused a huge explosion. What was the culprit gonna do if Alicia just, like, I don't know, instinctively, like, after turning it on and realizing the light wasn't turned on, if she just flipped it back down? The explosion ended up killing Sumire and almost killing Alicia. However, that's just the first part of the killer's plan. They volunteered to lead the investigation using Gumi's reservations toward me as an excuse. And throughout the whole trial, they let us by our noses, making sure that we would believe in their lies. And the person who came up with such a deceptive plan was you, Bolaswa Shusui. Let's go. Unfortunately, I have to watch another one of our friends die, but it is what it is. And that's it, the summary of the case. Or rather, a part of it. A part of it? I summarized Boleslaw's plan to commit murder, but his plan to manipulate us was a whole different thing. So it's time to play another minigame to summarize that. Yeah, it was even crazier than that. How I already explained the plan earlier, so there was no reason to repeat it again. If that summary went on for even longer, we'd have fallen asleep. I thought it was pretty exciting. Alright, you're still here. Yep, I see everything. I just can't believe that everything was a giant lie. That's just what this scumbag does. Everything he told us was a lie. His whole speech about opposing me and stopping murder was a giant scam. And that's where you're wrong, Gumi. What? My objections toward your leadership were completely genuine. I still stand by them. And I was telling the truth when I said that I wanted no more murders in this game. In fact, I never even considered committing murder until yesterday. You came up with this whole plan in a single day? What, like it's hard? Oh, I legally blonde? I was sure that I would never kill anyone. But then my whole world was turned upside down. You mean by the motive? Alicia, you can't be serious. Surely you can't believe that I would fall for a pathetic excuse for a motive like that. It would be weird true. I had zero belief in any soft connection or any theories that the victims aren't already dead. I knew what I was doing from the start. So Monocurfew's reveal after the murder did not surprise you? No, not at all. Then why? What made you abandon all your beliefs like that? You really want to know? Yes, I want to understand you. Well, fine. In that case, I'm sure Rui can tell you everything. Rui? Yes, I'm sorry, everyone. Why are you apologizing? You see, I should have known. I should have known from the start. Bolswell had a much stronger motive than everyone else to commit murder in this chapter. But my emotions and my gullibility made me ignore that and fall for his manipulations. I still don't get it. I'll tell you. Bolswell's motive. What? Virtual reality alliance against Satsur. I don't get it. Imagine I fucking die right here. So close to the end. Oh no. That would be bad. I mean, the only thing I can think of that would fit is virtual reality, but I'm not seeing why. He just said that wasn't the motive, though, for him. So what else would... Am I overthinking this again? What is it? What did we talk about yesterday? Was he there for the Fanganronpa discussion? I can't remember. Maybe that's it? Like, maybe he also had a similar mindset to Takeshi? I mean, fuck it. It's just the best I got.
I got it!
Let's go. I was right. Fucking genius up in here. What? Natsuo, do you remember our conversation yesterday? The one with Gumi? With Gumi, Takeshi, and Boleswa. Gumi told us about the killing game from last year, the ultimate Fanganronpa. What about it? All that time, I thought that his conversation gave a motive to Takeshi. Well, yeah, his reaction was quite suspicious. But I didn't do anything. It was suspicious, but Boleswa's reaction was actually much more concerning. What reaction? He barely commented at all on what Gumi said. Exactly, Atsuo. He didn't have any strong reaction to Gumi's words, and he should have. He really, really should have. Seems like nothing can hide from the ultimate Danganronpa fan. Wait, what? As I said, my efforts were doomed from the start. We might as well tell them everything, Rui. Hey, wait a second. The fuck do you want now? The time for tearjerker stories comes later. For now, we still have to do the most important part of the trial. Oh yes, the voting. Very well, I'm ready. In that case, it's voting time. Use the panels in front of you to pick the right culprit. And most importantly, make sure you do vote for someone, or you will be punished as well. Let's see your verdict. Will it be right or will it be very, very wrong? Let's go! I wonder if we... Who the fuck vote for Gumi? I'm guessing Boleswa. What petty ass shit. I gotta say, I've been commenting on, Gumi's... my distaste in the way Gumi's handling herself as leader. Now that I kind of understand Boleswa a bit more, I kind of feel like he's more similar to Gumi than maybe we think, He's also capable of being incredibly scary and kind of petty as well. A need for power and control, perhaps. Woohoo, you're correct! The evil culprit who killed Sumire Akiyama was none other than the ultimate politician, Boleswa Shusui. The rest of you won, congrats. Finally. And of course I need to tell you the details of the voting results. There was one vote that was not for Boleswa, and it was cast by Boleswa himself. He voted for Gumi Agagawa instead. Why Gumi? It's just my final small act of defiance. Wow. really a good show of how passive his politics are. Not that it means anything. It doesn't. You're finished, Bolaswa. Maybe I am. What do you mean maybe? You're about to fucking die, dude. I'm sorry. So, unless he has a surprise for us. So can we continue? Yeah, that's right. I'm about to get executed. Or am I? Yes, explain yourself, Bolaswa. I could do that. But would that really change anything? It doesn't excuse what I did. Nothing can do that. Still, I believe that you owe us an explanation. Bolaswa, can I? Sure. Do you all remember the talent show? Yeah, it feels like it happened a year ago. Back then, in the good old days, Bolaswa requested Hayato to sing him a song. Indeed, and then he refused to serve me for 1 day despite his promise. You don't deserve shit, Hayato. I remember that Hayato's song brought Bolaswa to tears. I didn't want you all to see that. You're right, Alicia, but it wasn't just because of the Hayato's pretty voice. Bolaswa requested that song because it reminded him of a certain person, someone who's very dear to him. It was actually a person he met in his Danganronpa season. I still don't understand how I was disconnected or anything. Was it someone who was also an ultimate Fanganronpa? Well, I don't suppose any of you read the Danganronpa wiki. Why would we do that? I don't know, casual reading? I think only you do that, Rui. Well, if you happen to read the list of former Danganronpa participants that... Subtle plug. You might have known the name of that person. Alucard Eldritch. Ah. Alucard. That Alucard? I don't think there were many different people with that name, girl. You mean the person who was copied to participate in last year's game? Yes, the same. Bolaswa, I think you should be the one to tell us the rest. Fine. It's true. I loved Alucard back in Danganronpa. He was my first love. Well, my first real love. It was probably one-sided, but I didn't care. He was still always nice to me. He also helped me come to terms with who I really was. Nice. In that case, he must have felt something too. The Alucard I knew would rather kill most people than be nice to them. Maybe you're right. But even if that's true, I'll never find out. You see, when Alucard got executed, I was devastated. It broke me completely. And in the end, I committed murder. Somehow I was able to win the trial and survive. After the game, I tried to move on. I tried to embrace my rational side. I am a rational person, after all. Most of the time. So I tried to forget him to be with other people. But that was not it. It was not the same. I never felt the same with anyone else. This is so sad. So, oh my gosh. He's saying that when he found out, like, Alucard was out there. Because he survived at the end of Live or Die. He wanted to get out and meet him again. Oh, fuck, man. Okay, never mind. I may cry at the end of this chapter. But I knew that I had to live on. I couldn't keep holding on to my lost love from many years ago. So I forgot about him. I removed the memories of him from my heart. I was able to make my heart cold and rational like it should be. And it worked. I was able to live a normal life. Just until this game happened. Shit, man. I really believed in what I said before. I wanted to abandon murder forever, to leave it in the past together with Danganronpa, but then Gumi told me about the game she witnessed. She told us that Alucard, some version of Alucard, still exists in this world, and Gumi, do you remember what else you told us? What did I say? You told us about Daichi and Haruo. Yeah, I remember that. You told us their story. Daichi was killed in Danganronpa and Haru committed murder because of that. I see. This is basically the same story as you with Alucard. Exactly. But then a copied version of Daichi was created and he and Haru met each other again. And the Gumi said one more thing. The words that seemed as if they were designed specifically to hurt me as much as possible. I don't even remember my words back then. But I do. I do, Gumi. I will never forget them. Well, I hope not. The rest of your life is only like approximately 10 minutes. You said that they were destined to be together. That they got a second chance and made the best of it. No. Those two overcame death just to be together. So why can't I be the same? Why can't I have the same happiness as them? Why? Gumi, you stabbed my heart with a knife and then you twisted it. I had no idea about you and Alucard. How could I have known that you would react like that? You couldn't. You're not to blame here. But still, you did it, and it broke me. But why did you have to commit murder? Why can't you just survive the game with us and meet Alucard after that? And you guys were calling me naive. I have no delusions about this game. Not after learning what we learned. About Terminus, about the simulation. The people who kidnapped us want us dead, and they are more powerful than we can imagine. Maybe 1 or 2 people will survive this game, if they are very lucky. But I had no hope for being among those people. None at all. Sure, I tried to act more optimistic, but I knew that I was just lying to myself. All that I could think about was that by a twist of fate, I was given one final chance to achieve my happiness. And the only way to reach it was to commit murder and win the game. So I did just that. Except that you lost. You killed Sumire. What did she ever do to you? Nothing. Why couldn't you just kill Hayato like we agreed? And here we go again. Hayato was too dangerous to target. It was pure pragmatism. Fuck it. Words are hard. For the same reason I didn't try and kill Rui either. Although looking back, I probably should have taken that risk. And if I succeeded, everyone other than me would die either way. You're really scary, man. Still, there are some things in your plan that I don't get. Like? It relied on luck a bit too much. What if Alicia flipped the light switch twice and not 3? See, that's what I'm saying! That way, it would have stayed off and the explosion wouldn't happen. Or what if someone other than her came down there? The plan with the lighter would not have worked then. So what? So what? I consider these possibilities, of course, as well as many others. If Alicia didn't go down there, I would not have triggered the explosion, since my plan to flame her would not work. And if she turned the light switch off, then the explosion also wouldn't happen. But again, so what? The murder just would not have happened. There was no evidence that could allow you to tie this to me. Sumire never saw me, so she couldn't have told you anything. I made sure to attack her from behind in case she had her knife on her. If the plan didn't work out for any reason, I could just create a new one, and try again. And even if by some miracle you deduced that was me, Rui? Yes? Then still nothing would happen. I would just keep living with you as a failed killer. I would be no different than Hayato and Aki. Well... So if I just didn't turn the light on, Sumire would have survived? She would still be alive with us? That means that I am responsible. No, stop. Huh? I did it. Just me. No one else. There's no one responsible for her death but me. Boleswa. Now please, don't get me wrong, everyone. I don't want your pity or sympathy. You don't? I know that some of you tried to sympathize with Shoma or Rika. It's natural, but don't do this with me. Those two had their minds broken by the game. But I was perfectly sane this whole time. Unless you count love as a state of insanity. You're a seemingly rational person who caused his own downfall by listening to unnecessary feelings. I guess that would make me the modern Give me a minute. I got to pull up my friend Google here. I'm not smart enough for these references, game. I'm sorry. This is the smart man's Danganronpa. This ain't my Danganronpa. Wokulski. That's a pretty cool name. The only thing I can find, though, is a fictional character from something called The Doll, which is actually probably what they're referencing here, considering the author's name is Boleswa. Hey! The Doll has been regarded by some as the greatest Polish novel. So there we go, we're learning some things. I unfortunately still don't know what he means by the modern Wokulski, but Han. The Doll's plot focuses on Wokulski's infatuation with the superficial Isabella, who sees him only as a plebeian intruder into her rarefied world. A brute with huge red hands. For her, persons below the social standing of aristocrats are hardly human. Wokulski, in his quest to win Isabella, begins frequenting theaters and aristocratic salons, and to help her financially distressed father, founds a company and sets the aristocrats up as shareholders in the business. Eventually, Wokulski manages to get engaged to Isabella, but she continues to flirt with Starsky, who I'm assuming is Wokulski's rival, considering their names rhyme. Wokulski gets off the train and decides to commit suicide. Oh no! Wokulski's eventual downfall highlights the doll's overarching theme, the inertia of Polish society. Interesting. We learned something today, guys. Let's go! See, I may be dumb, but I'm always open to learning stuff, and that's what makes me a cool man dude guy. Maybe I should just keep reading the dialogue. Yeah, let's just move on from that. Bro, I don't think anyone outside of Poland would get that reference. Thank God I have Wikipedia. I knew what I was doing. I knew I was violating all my principles and killing another person. I knew that if I succeeded, every single one of you would die. And I did all of that for my selfish wish of happiness. But, so for the last time, please don't try to excuse my actions. I would even say that you should not mourn me either. It would be the best if you forget that I ever existed. There's no way that we could do that. Well, it's your choice. I can't force you to do anything, not anymore. Okay, is that all? You have nothing else to say to anyone? I do. I need to say something to Gumi. To me? Fuck you. Yes, my last message to you. Get a hold of yourself, Gumi. What? Your actions are hurting everyone. You're pushing everyone so hard just to control them. If you don't change, you'll bring tragedy to everyone. Bolaswa, I don't want to listen to advice from someone who just tried to kill us all, and someone who lied to us the whole time. So I'll keep acting as I see fit. Goodbye, Bolaswa. I see. Well, then I have nothing else to say. So that's all? Yes. You won't cry or scream? Boring. No, I won't. Bolaswa. Like I said, I knew what I was getting into. Going up against you, Rui. This was just the expected outcome. Very well, so we're doing it. Oh, and one last thing. If any of you happen to survive this game, say hi to Alucard for me, will you? Even if this version of him doesn't know who I am. Goodbye, everyone. No! I prepared a very special punishment for the ultimate politician, Bolaswa Shusui. It's punishment time! Oh, fuck, man. I need to lean back in my chair for a bit. This is a lot to take in, this whole chapter. Like I said, I think I'm gonna escape from the emotional turmoil of, we saw a huge parade full of, a single convertible car was slowly moving through the street. Are they fucking... Bolaswa was sitting in the back of the car, clearly distraught. They're not doing what I think they're doing, right? The crowds were cheering for him and chanting his name. Oh my fucking god. What a new by Oh my god. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm not even fucking reading. I'm just so shocked that this is what they decided. Oh no. He saw something else in the crowd. Alucard's face. Bolaswa ran through the crowd, pushing them aside. He was getting closer and closer. But the person he saw was not Alucard. Surprise! It was another robot armed with a gun, wearing a mask depicting Alucard's face. The robot shot Bolaswa at point-blank range with the bullet piercing his chest. He had no chance to survive. The last thing we saw was Bolaswa's body lying on the street in a pool of blood. He did not speak or move ever again. Sorry, I would have done better at reading that. I was just so shocked. I thought they were gonna do a JFK on him. I was like, whoa! This was not what I was expecting. Okay, let's just all calm down for a minute. This fucking chapter, man. What the fuck? Like I said, I think I'm avoiding at least the super sad emotional turmoil that the other chapters have given me. But this was probably my favorite chapter so far. Lots of interesting things to think about with this one. In fact, actually, I think I'll probably yap on about for like 20 minutes after we finish this off. And that was all. You think I'm joking, I'm serious. And that was all. It was just the end of Bolaswa. His dreams, his feelings, his beliefs, all gone in an instant. A flame extinguished just so that the rest of us could continue to live. No. Shit, man. That was just cruel. At least he didn't suffer long. Yeah, quite tame execution considering everything that you did. I mean, he was about to get fucking JFK, dude. I hope yours will be much worse. Well then, how did you like it? It's true that we've done more brutal stuff in the past, but I think it was creative enough to make up for it. Really, Monokirfi? We're using the idea from Ishimaru's unused execution, and you're really saying you hate Danganronpa. I do, but I have to take inspiration from somewhere. I really don't want to rate your executions. I didn't even know that was supposed to be Ishimaru's unused execution. See, we're not just learning stuff about the real world, we're learning stuff about Danganronpa 2, which at the end of the day is what this series is all about. So, holy crap, this episode's 2 hours long. Jesus. I'm sorry, future Evan. Why not? If you give me feedback, then I can keep making them even better. Our feedback is that we don't want any more. Oh, even you, Rui? I thought that you at least would appreciate what I'm doing. But you see, stopping this is the one thing I can't do. You know how this works. Damn. Either way, I consider this chapter a success. And if we didn't have a double murder, which is kinda lame. But I suppose we should blame Boleswa for being such an ineffective killer. Just stop talking about this, okay? Well, whatever. I already have some ideas on what to do with you all next. It'll be so cool to watch you break. Just stop. Aw, you crying? Please don't get dehydrated. I won't help you with your health, you know. Either way, I'm done here. So I'm out. Bye. Is it just me or is he getting more cruel? Or maybe we're just getting weaker. Ugh, this whole game, it's sick. That's how it always was. Only that the last time we were in it, we all won, so we enjoyed it. We didn't enjoy it. Yeah. Why does it keep happening? We just lost another one of our friends. What did you just say? That we lost another friend? You're still calling him your friend? Well, yeah. That man has betrayed us all. He manipulated all of us and kept feeding us his lies just to get us all killed. Even Shoma and Rika were not nearly as despicable. Just say what you really mean, Gumi. What? You hate him because he was the only one who had the guts to stand up to you. And now you want everyone to despise him after he's gone so that his ideas die with him. You don't know shit. Oh? I know that Boleswa did some horrible things, but he did have a point. Yeah, blind order will not save us from this game. No, you're wrong. He was wrong and I was right. All this could have been avoided if everyone just listened to me. So to survive, we need more order, not less. We begin tomorrow. I'll meet you all at 8 for breakfast. Don't be late, or there will be consequences. A firm slap on the wrist. Nice speech from our wannabe big brother. Or big sister, maybe. Fuck this shit. Seems like Gumi is also losing it. Yeah, without Boleswa, there's no one who can stand up to her. It's his own fault that he died. He took Sumire with him. Why do people do such unreasonable things when they're in love? I don't think I'll ever understand it. We won't excuse what Boleswa did. He asked us not to do it. Yeah, I can at least respect his final wish. Damn, this whole thing was scary. It only shows that anyone can be broken. That's how killing games work. However, this proves one thing. There's no way we can survive this thing without anyone else dying. Yeah, no shit. Boleswa was the one person who opposed the idea of murder more than anyone else. So if even he gave in, what hope can the rest of us have? Not much. So it's true, we're destined to become killers. Or victims. No, I'm too cool to become a victim. I will be one of the survivors, I'm telling you. Seems like each chapter is getting us deeper and deeper into despair. Just like in Danganronpa. However, it's not all like in Danganronpa, right? What do you mean? Some of the rules have already been broken. We said that the third chapter almost always had a double murder, but it didn't happen here. Only because Alicia was lucky enough to barely survive. But we also spoke about the third case syndrome, with the culprit being deranged and revealing their dark side. Meanwhile, Boleswa is probably one of the most rational killers we've seen. Yeah, he was rational to the point of being a sociopath. Rules exist to be broken. Not all Danganronpa seasons follow the same tropes. It just shows that we can expect anything to happen. Shit! Why does this have to be so scary? I can barely stand it. Yeah, me too. Even I must admit that it's affected me an awful lot. I'm not feeling well right now. But I am. I'm having the time of my life. Of course. Even though Rui didn't become single like I hoped he would. But no worries. Even if I have competition, I'll still make you mine in the end. Ugh. Oh, and Aki? What? You're welcome to try and kill me again, you little bitch. But know that I will be the one dancing on your grave in the end. Fuck you. Well, then I'm going to. See you later, suckers. So what now? I have no idea, man. I have to try and stay alive somehow. But how? All of this is so overwhelming. I wish I had the answer. Or at least to survive to see another day. You need to thank Alicia for that. Me? Yeah, if you didn't interrupt the trial to share what you knew, we'd be dead. We only survived thanks to you. I only gave you one piece of evidence. It was you and Gumi who actually solved the case. I suppose all of you contributed to our victory. Listen, Rui, Alicia? Sorry, I just feel so lightheaded. I think I'll... Oh. Alicia! It's barely able to catch her before she fell to the floor. Hey, what's wrong? She's exhausted. I told her she had to rest. Well, if she did, she'd be dead, and so would the rest of us. I know, but she still needs to take her time. Rui, yes? Take her to her room, okay? Of course. And stay with her. Make sure that you keep watch over her throughout the night. Yes. I'll stay at the couch in her room tonight. Good. Go there now. Again, Kokoro, my wingman. The best friend you could ever ask for. I'll help you carry her. Thanks, Atsuo. I think all of us should leave. There's nothing else to do here. Yeah, this place reeks of death. I just wish we didn't have to come back here again. But it's probably impossible. Let's go, everyone. And that was it for that chapter. We survived again, but at what cost? There were less and less of us, and everyone could be next. The next to lose their mind or their life. The darkness of the killing game was overwhelming us more with each case. It was pure agony, but still. At least Alicia made it out alive. You know what? I can't even be mad at him for that, because the same thing's going through my head for Kokoro. I thought I had lost her, but she still made it somehow. Her survival was the only glimmer of hope in this ocean of despair. I have to cling on to that little hope. I can't lose it, no matter what. Because if I do, it'll truly be the end. Alright, show us the sad shit. A letter came in the mail. Who was it from? The Astronomy Association. And it's the same thing again. No luck. They are refusing to let us participate in their project. As always, we have to keep trying. If we keep on with our work, they will recognize us eventually. I don't think so. They'll never want us among their ranks because of your past. Even though so many years have passed, it's just so unfair. It's their choice. All I can do is keep proving them wrong. Sumire, how do you do it? Do what? How can you remain so positive? People are treating you like dirt, and yet you keep taking it with a smile. I just don't see a point in getting angry. Listen, I did many bad things in my past, and I regret them, but that must remain in the past. I don't want to hurt anyone again. Instead, I want to make people's lives better, so that I know what the life I was given will not be wasted. Sumire, I left Danganronpa in the past, and it will remain there forever. Ah, girl. These fucking scenes, man. Oh, pre-transition Bourgeois. Interesting. I'm scared. I know, Shusui. We all are. Another person is dead. What if we'll be next? We cannot predict that. That's just how it works. How can you remain so calm? I don't know. That's just how I am. Thank you. For what? For always being there for me. I didn't really do anything, you know. We're just talking. Still, that's enough for me. Listen, Shushui. Yes? I've been thinking. Have you decided on your new name yet? You said that you were thinking about. Not yet. You've had more pressing issues. I am aware of that. So of course, you can leave that for now and come back to it after we escape from here. But you see, I found something. Huh? You like Polish culture, right? Yeah, it's kind of my passion. Yesterday I went to the library and I found this. A book? It's an encyclopedia about various Polish politicians from the 20th century. I just thought that maybe you can find a name that you'd like there. Oh, thank you. You're sweet. It's nothing, really. I can check it out. Let's see. Aw. Bonsoir. I think I like the sound of that. Okay, we're good. We're good. That was sad, but not brink of tears sad. Thankfully, we at least avoided that. Oh yeah, this shit. Damn, that was so sad. I think I'm about to cry. I suppose it was. I'm trying to make my voice as like high and low as possible. You don't feel sad about it? Sad? I'd say I'm more terrified. Because another person died? It's very hard to switch between them. No. Because I realized that it could have been me in that position. The fact that it wasn't is just pure coincidence. I guess. But damn. They just keep dying and all we can do is watch. That's why we need to find their location soon. I'm doing all I can. I know, if only I could help. You will, eventually. But now I have to hurry up. Or else. they all gonna end up like she. Oh, who knows what that could be? Shuichi? Shoma? I don't know. And 10 remain. Still in the double digits. A rarity for the third chapter. But, hey, only 2 deaths. Alright, send me to that waiting room. Welcome to the waiting room. Yeah. I'm just interested in one thing. Pet the kitty. No, don't leave! Yes. Okay, I think I know this episode's long, but I need to talk about this chapter because there's a fucking lot in there, man. And I feel like just me rambling like this is probably not going to do it justice. So I'm going to try and cover like all the points sort of going off in my head to the best of my ability. But this was definitely a very fascinating chapter. Like I said, it wasn't the one that made me the most emotional, but I think it was probably my favorite, just because there was a lot of just intriguing ideas and facets there. I keep saying this like every chapter, but like the Aru and Raven cinematic universe just keeps getting like it gets better and better with every chapter, man. Like going back to like chapter 1 of Live or Die and up to this point, like it's like a gradual slope up. So like just on a basic level, like you know, I think there was a lot of fun ideas with the mystery there, a lot of fun character moments there. I think it made me like Bulletswaw's character a lot more, seeing more of his conflict with Gumi, and then seeing Gumi slowly become more controlling of the other participants as well. It led to a very interesting conflict, I feel like. Again, like I said before, I feel like they're pretty similar in a lot of ways. Honestly, like I feel like you could make the argument that if Bulletswaw was the one who got the power that Gumi has, he would probably go a little overboard as well. But I really like the conflict a lot. I've said it before that I feel like Danganronpa and Another is probably the Fangan I played so far with like the best like intercharacter, relationships and drama. But I would say that like the dynamic between those two is like up there with that game, honestly. And the way, of course, it affected the rest of the participants as well. And I'm very curious to see how Gumi's development where that's gonna lead. Like I said, I'm starting to miss the old Gumi. The one who so heroically saved us in Live or Die. Seeing her turn into this sort of like this scary, almost antagonistic force is kind of horrifying in a way. I still think she's a great character, but I am, again, I'm starting to view her more like how I originally viewed Kinjo. Like I think he's a very interesting character that adds a lot to the game, but like, not necessarily someone I want to spend a lot of time with, if that makes sense. Not one I'm gonna like go after for like 3 times or anything. But one that I am very curious to see how they develop as the game progresses. Bulletswaw's murder was also very interesting. I find it interesting. These games seem to just completely just avert the whole third case syndrome, quote unquote. Because now for the 3rd time in a row, the person who did the double murder was like, has been super calm and collected. They haven't been, like maniacal, like the canon 3rd case killers have. And I like that. I like to see it, things mixed up like that. Totally unexpected too. Like I did not expect it to be Bulletswaw. I honestly did expect eventually that one of the sidekick helpers would be the culprit in whatever case that they were helping in. I did not expect it to be chapter 3 though. I thought that would be like a chapter 5 or 6 twist or something like that, you know? Like much later in the game. I mean Raven did tell me like one of his testers did compare this game to like a chapter 5. So, you know, it makes sense, I guess. This game did feel like a chapter 5 with how heavy it was, you know, lots of deep emotional turmoil there too. I am so fucking relieved Kokoro didn't die. Oh my god, I've been dreading this chapter since the name was revealed. You have no idea. Speaking of Kokoro though, I was thinking about Kazuki's, you know, he had that declaration about, I'm not gonna let anything happen to Kokoro in chapter 4, which I thought was sort of just a taunting little, I don't know, tease from the writer. But then Kazuki later on also had a line about how he doesn't get how love can make people do something so crazy. And it makes me think that you know, that's probably foreshadowing to something that's gonna happen in the future. Like maybe he's gonna die protecting Kokoro, which would be completely out of character from what he was like at the beginning of the game, you know. But slowly, you know, Kokoro helped him open his heart. Again, when it comes to matters of the heart, Kokoro's our girl. That or Kokoro's gonna die and he's gonna end up doing something really crazy, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm very curious to see how that particular relationship plays out. I think right now that's honestly like my favorite relationship that this game has built up is Kokoro and Kazuki's. Not just because I really like Kokoro. I really like the dynamic and friendship those two have, like legitimately. So I'm very interested in seeing where things go with that. I feel like this chapter would be like rife for like closer analysis, honestly, because I feel like with Gumi and Bolesław's almost like political kind of tension between them, a reference to a book about Polish politics. Like I feel like there's probably some sort of like maybe underlying political commentary that I'm just not smart enough to understand. This game, I don't really talk about much on the Let's Plays because it's not something I really think about much at the time. But it is something I really do appreciate about this game. The way it handles like real world issues. In fact, Raven commented on a tweet that I made a while ago that I think pretty much sums up my feelings. Let me find that tweet though. Okay, so for some context, I don't know if you need all the context, but I'll just give it anyway. The original tweet that I made was like a call out against AI artists. Someone made a stupid tweet saying how art is finally accessible thanks to AI. And so I made a quote retweet pretty much saying, that's stupid. Pick up a fucking pencil. So Raven just unexpectedly dropped the most insane lore anyone's ever dropped on me. About how he used to go to school with the head of ChatGPT. And also an early RPG Maker game that he made had that guy as the final boss. Because he like put people that he went to school with into the game. So he put him into the game as the final boss, which was a cyber demon thing that was gonna like destroy the world. And again, this guy went on to become the head of ChatGPT. Raven straight up predicted the future. That's so Raven. So which probably would have been a better joke than the one I actually made, TBH, but I responded to his comment saying something like, damn, I hope nothing in Live or Die or SG becomes reality anytime soon. Lol. And Raven responded with this, and I'll just quote it directly. Sure, they are fiction, but the second game discusses a lot of real-life issues, sometimes exaggerate, but still, like the low value of human life under capitalism, or the horrors of celebrity culture. And like, admittedly, I was just making a dumb goof about the fucking killing game part of the game, but no, it is true though. Live or Die, and especially Survivor's Guilt, have a lot of like real world themes that underlie the whole killing game aspect of it. And it's like a big part of this game's charm, especially. It's something I don't really bring up a lot during these Let's Plays. I kind of realized that because it's like in the moment I'm not even thinking about that shit. It's like one of those things that, like, at least for me anyway, that like you know, when you sit down and like think about the media you just consumed and the deeper meaning behind it, or you know, you go back and replay it or whatever, it's one of those things that like come to me in those little moments of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Epiphanies? I don't know. Of processing, we'll say that. So I definitely feel like there's probably something deeper there that I'm just not catching on to right now. Just thought I'd bring that up because I don't feel like I give the game enough credit for that shit. I think it is one of the things that this game does really well, and honestly, like I've been trying to think about why this game in particular makes me like so emotional. Because, like, you know, we played Live or Die, we've played through another, and yeah, those games had their moments, but I still feel like Survivor's Guilt has probably, like, as far as making me have an emotional outburst, the first two chapters of Survivor's Guilt just really got to me for some reason. And I feel like there's a few factors in that. I feel like the emphasis on character and world building help with that. But I also feel like that underlying realness also really just adds a level of like immersion, if that makes sense, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm going with. It just makes the world feel more real, and it makes me more attached to these characters. And I know like this probably isn't the only Fangan that does something like this. And hell, even Danganronpa had the occasional, even canon Danganronpa had the occasional chapter that dealt with like more like realistic themes, you know, like more heavy real themes, I should say. Like, you know, chapter 2 of Trigger Happy Havoc and is about toxic masculinity, for example. And hell, there's probably stuff like that in like another too, especially with the way Kinjo, you know, tries to like control the group and even segregates people who don't agree with him 100% away from everyone else. It's not like it definitely doesn't exist in other games, but this game has like more of a central focus on that, if that makes sense. It may sound like I'm explaining that. I may be explaining this really badly because this is all off the top of my head, so I apologize, but I hope I'm making sense. But I just feel like that increased emphasis on these real-world topics just really help bring me into the game a bit more than like... And that's why I get so emotional about a lot of this stuff. And again, you know, you know, the increased focus on building the characters and making me attached to them also helps a lot as well. So I really feel like if I ever do fucking get around to doing those fucking like Fangan video essays that I keep saying I want to do, I feel like this would be like a prime chapter to like dive deeper into, you know? Maybe if I read the book Bullswall was referencing, maybe it could like open my mind, my third eye to new things. Unfortunately, I only read visual novels. I'm afraid I need pictures on every screen, or else I just get bored. No, I'm joking. If my mom heard me say that, she'd cry. And I don't want to make my mama cry, so I don't know. I just feel like this is definitely like one of the strongest chapters they've had as far as like themes go. The theme of like Program Destiny 2 was also really interesting. And I'm sure that'll be a theme that continues in future chapters as well. This was just a very, like, it got me super invested, had a fun little mystery, and like usual, made me excited for what's to come soon. So once again, congratulations to Aru and Raven and the rest of the team who helped make this chapter happen. All the testers, all the voice actors, all the other artists. You all do amazing work. I wish you all the best of luck in the upcoming chapters. Of course, you all deserve a rest, though. You cooked super hard on this chapter and got out super fast. Honestly, if you wanted to take a break, you deserve it. And once again, thank you for the early copy. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry again that first video came out so late. Again, it means a lot to me though that I was considered for such a thing with the relatively small size of my YouTube channel. But even with that, like, thank you all for your support on these videos. Statistically, the Survivor's Guilt videos specifically are like some of my most like engaged with content, I guess. Like a couple of the videos I know are in like some of my most viewed videos right now. But even then, like the Survivor's Guild videos, even the ones that aren't in like the higher numbers, still on average get more views than, you know, some of the other series that I do, and get more likes and you know, viewer engagement. And I just really appreciate it all. Thank you guys so much. I love this game. I would definitely be around when Chapter 4 comes out. Definitely. Kokoro better not fucking die in it. You'll be on thin fucking ice. Anyway, do I have anything else to say? I don't think so regarding this game anyway. Regarding what we're going to do next as far as Fangans are concerned, we will be starting laps. That'll be our next big project. Like I said in the first video, I started laps, but then I wasn't really happy with how my commentary worked out, and I think it was just because I wasn't used to this like format yet. I wasn't really sure how to present myself. Because I was also thinking about the fact that I was going to do editing later on that video, and I don't know, I think I just filled my brain with too many things. I didn't get that far though, like TBH. I didn't even make it to the part where the host talks about the killing game yet, so it's like whatever. I can redo those first 2 episodes, no problemo. And that's what I'm going to do. And again, this chapter coming out allowed me to put a bit of distance between myself and laps, so when I do come back to it, I'll have a fresh mind, and I can make that video as good as I possibly can. Get the laps Let's Play off to a better start. But that'll be what we play next. I may throw in a bonus video or 2 before that. I have 3 ideas for bonus videos that I would like to get around to at some point. I may do them in between laps chapters. May take care of one of them soonish. I don't know. We'll see what I decide. I need to rank the Danganronpa and other characters, just like I did with SG and LOD. Which, speaking of which, I should pull up that tier list to see if there's any changes I'd like to make. Now that I finished this chapter. So I'd like to do that video, and then I probably should just throw the checkmate characters onto there as well, because fuck it. So tier listing the Danganronpa and other / checkmate characters. I have one really goofy idea for a video. I'm not necessarily sure of how the format should work yet, but I want to make, like, this will just be a super goofy, dumb video. I want to do a video where I just make a bunch of weird crack ship pairings between the characters of all the Fangans I've played so far, plus the canon games. So, like, my idea is that I'd put all these characters onto like a wheel or something. I'd randomly, or some sort of generator, you know. I'd randomly generate 2 of the characters I put in. Like, let's just say fucking, and again, this will be Fangan and canon characters. So let's say I generate like fucking Chiaki and Rui here. And then I'm gonna give them a grade for how cute I think that ship would be. It's probably one of the dumbest ideas for a video I've ever had, but I think it'll be really fun. I just want to see what kind of weird crack ship, because honestly, like, I don't participate in shipping culture all that much, if I'm gonna be real. But I fucking love crack ships. I want to see the weirdest ships I can create with this. And who knows, maybe it will inspire some people. Maybe I'll start a new trend. Remember when everyone was shipping that girl from Persona 5 with Luigi on Twitter a while ago? That was a thing that happened. Maybe we'll start a new trend like that. Probably not, but I can try. And then the third video, I'm gonna need someone else with me for this one. Someone who's never played any of the Fangans I played. I want to do one of those videos where it's like, you know, you've probably seen them around, where it's like, I had my mom predict try and guess the talents of the Danganronpa characters. Something like that, except like a Fangan version of that, because I've never seen someone do a Fangan version of that. Not that I'm aware of anyway. It might be out there, I just haven't seen it. I think that'd be a really fun thing to do. I was thinking of asking one of my brothers onto the show, and having them do it. Because both of my brothers are fans of the canon games, but they've never played a single Fangan. And I've been trying to get them to play Fangans, because I think Fangans are cool, and they're really fun, and they like Danganronpa, so like, I don't know. I'm sure you'd like one of these Fangans, like, come on, guys. My brother's trying to get me to watch Freerun, so maybe I should hit him with, well, play Danganronpa another or something, and then we can talk. Or Live or Die, or Survivor's Guild. Or hell, even one I haven't played yet. Just go out there and find one. There's so many out there. I have specifically been pushing this game the most, though, because I just really enjoy it. This and Another. I've been pushing those two games the most. No Bite yet. So I don't know, maybe if I can invite them on and have them do this little game with me, I can spread the Fangan propaganda. The Fanganganda. The proper Fangan. No, that one doesn't work as much. Either way, I think it'll make a really fun video, because they know Danganronpa. So and you know, unlike a lot of those other guess the talent videos, they like know all the tropes of Danganronpa and whatnot. So it'll be interesting to see if that knowledge maybe helps them with their guesses or not. I don't know, but of course, like I said, I need someone else to do with me, and me and my brothers work on completely different schedules. So the limited time we do get to hang out, I'm not usually like, let's make a video, guys. Let's make a video together. That's how we should spend our limited time. I just get so desperate, I get my 10-year-old sister to do it with me. I gotta indoctrinate her into the fandom early, you know? No, I'm joking. I'm keeping her away from Danganronpa with a 10-foot fucking pole if I can for now. But yeah, if I end up recording one of those 3 videos, they may be the next Fangan thing I do. For now, though, like I said, this has been a really fun chapter. Let's go over to the tier list and see if I'd make any changes to it. Now that we've done... Now we're officially halfway through the game. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, honestly, I thought it'd be, like, so torturous waiting for, like, new chapters of this game to come out, but, like, honestly, this year's flying by so fast. It's like, when they announced the release date for Chapter 3, I was like, didn't they just get one out? Like, whoa. I think Raven said he predicts this game will be done by, like, mid-2026. And, like, honestly, that's only, like, a little over a year away. Like, that's gonna fly by so fucking fast. 2025 has been a fucking fast year, I feel like. Time's an anomaly. Nothing's real. Okay. I'm gonna move on to the tier list now. Oh, someone made like a different tier list. Interesting. Uchiro! Ugh. That's not Uchiro, that's what's his fucking face from Despair Time? David. That's my dad's name. He left me. Okay, here's the tier list we're using. Jesus fucking Christ. Honestly, like, I'm still pretty happy with most of the placements on this list. I thought Bolaswall was in C for some reason, so I was gonna move him up to B, But no, he's already there. Especially because I think his motivations in that last trial were very interesting. Like I said, I think they made me like him even more. Do I bump him up to A? That A tier is very heavily filled up. I must say. Okay, let's think about it this way. Do I like Bolswa as much as, I don't know, who's my least favorite character on the A tier? Honestly, probably Mamoru right now if I had to pick one. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, does Mamoru deserve to be A tier? I really like his personality, but like, I don't know. I feel like as the chapters are going on, he's kind of just fading into the background more and more for me. Like, if that makes sense. Like, he's getting overshadowed by everyone else, and he's not really leaving as much of an impression on me as he did when I originally made this tier list. Unlike Sumire, I've learned to learn Sumire a lot more. She had some really sweet moments with Alicia and Aki before death. I feel kind of bad for her because, like, I feel like the sadness of her death was kind of overtaken by the joy of the reveal that Alicia was still alive. But I was still very sad when she died. Honestly, actually, now I'm really looking at this, I would actually probably switch Mamoru and Sumire now that I'm, like, really thinking about it. Again, I first made this tier list in, like, chapter 1. So, like, back then, those, you know, those opinions were probably more accurate to me, but things have changed. I've grown as a person. Mamoru would be, like, high B tier, though, if that makes you feel any better. Not that the individual tier placements matter much, but if they did, like, he'd be higher. High B. I'm also maybe considering putting Atsuo up. I do really like that he's forming, like, sort of a bromance with Rui. It is making his character a little bit more interesting to me. And, you know, he's still got that thing with Takeshi that I'm finding really sweet. Yeah, fuck it. You know, he can go up too. I'm feeling generous. I mean, worst case scenario, if I just change my mind, he'll just go back down to C. But for now, I think I like that. Again, my goal is that one day, when I've played like a shit ton of Fangans, I just want to have this ultimate tier list where we can see all the characters from all the Fangans just side by side in fucking full glory. I'm really glad that I started playing more Fangans, honestly. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. How, like, I'm very happy with how Fangans have become, like, a central part of this channel. Because, like, I don't know if I talked about it much, but Live or Die was supposed to just be a one-off thing. Like, I wasn't going to play another... At least not at the time. I didn't have plans to do any more Fangans after that. Like, it was just sort of a side project to keep me busy while working on some other things that I did not expect would get any attention or any sort of fanfare at all. Much less the fucking creator of the game fucking noticing it. Nor did I expect to have as much fun with it as I ended up having, which was also another big factor in me being like, you know what, yeah, I should do another one of these. And, you know, that led us to play Danganronpa Another and Survivor's Guild when that came out. And I cannot wait to go on our next Fangan adventure with you all. Again, thank you for your support. Now that I'm, like, more of a member of the Fangan community, I've seen, like... I've started seeing tweets from, like, the greater Fangan universe. And I saw one the other day that was like talking about how we might be entering, like, a golden age of Fangans. If I can find the tweet, I'll put it up here. But, you know, we got like huge fucking games like Project Eden Garden coming out. We got a bunch of cool web series that are, you know, somewhat consistently being updated. And of course we got the Aru and Raven games, and they're always cooking. So, like, I came into this at a really good time, I feel like. You know? I have all these past great Fangans that I still need to play. And I feel like as we'll as we work through those, like, there's gonna be a bunch of cool brand new ones that will also be coming out. Hell, I think at the end of another, Raven left a comment when I was talking about all the finished Fangans that I still had yet to play. Raven commented that what was it called, Jinkorampa? That one is new in its end too, and could possibly be finished by the time will probably be finished by the time I finish the 3 other games I mentioned at the end of the another playthrough. And then of course even the unfinished ones like are still very, very exciting. Of course I mentioned Peg earlier, which yes, I'm calling it that because I'm very immature. But there's a lot of other really cool looking ones. Eternal Endings is one that like catches my eye. I saw it once while scrolling through Itch.io and like I was like, fuck, that's a cool fucking concept. So I don't know, maybe once we finish some of these already finished games, it could be fun to explore like games like Eternal Endings, which right now is just a prologue, but might make it. Well, I think maybe it has a chapter 1. I'm not sure. Either way, it's still in the very early stages. So, but maybe once I finish all those, like it'll have more chapters out. I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say here is there's a lot of Fangans out there, and it makes me very fucking excited to continue this journey with you all. These Fangans have been a great, just first of all, a great source of content from me. I feel like I just do my best with these. I don't know, just I just play off of them better than I do with most other games. I feel like, but most importantly, I just have a lot of fucking fun with them. I love doing these, and and the fact that you all, the fact that these are like the videos that get the most support too makes me super fucking happy. Because I really do feel like a lot of these videos are like among my best. I'm just excited to continue exploring the wide world of Fanganronpas with you all. Again, I hope you'll join me for that Laps playthrough soon. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Of course, if you only want to stick around for specific games like this one, totally understandable as well. Either way, I hope I will see you guys at some point, whether it be in a couple months for Survivor's Guild Chapter 4, whenever that comes out, or whether it be next fucking week, or even on a non-Fangan video. Sometimes I play stupid fucking games like Coach Bus Driving Simulator. Either way, I love you all. Have yourselves a lovely day. Stay strong, everyone. And remember your 5 daily prayers to Kokoro Inada. That way you can be forgiven for all the sins that lie in your heart. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.